Friday. It's Friday today. Woohoo! Today's gonna be a good day. We're gonna get rid of the rest of the clay. Alright, I'm just gonna get myself set up. I'm probably actually just gonna get started, wait for some people to roll in, and have a seat here. It's never a normal day unless I have an issue with my line, which is why today we are gonna get rid of what's left of the Hydro Clay. It's gonna be a good day. What is up, everybody? Pro Pyro, for T, Death Squad. Happy Friday, you guys. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. I'm having a slow day so far. Not super productive, but whatever. Most days are super productive. So currently sitting at the airport. Nice. You should turn that volume up loud, and then people will be like, hey, what you listening? And you'll be like, oh, just the Fresh Princess. Just kidding. So I'm gonna just kind of get myself organized, get started, and bring you guys down to my level, and then shortly I'll do a tent tour and show you guys what's poppin' in the garden. So I'm honestly going to be prepared here with my 4-inch foam collar, and I'm literally hand picking the Hydro Clay out. Yes, this is inefficient. Yes, it's probably a stupid idea, but we're gonna try it. Got nothing else to do today, so we're gonna try it. I'm honestly just itching to get rid of this clay. So for those of you that are new here or don't know what I'm talking about, I've been using clay pebbles as my grow medium for my aeroponic systems, and as a result, even while soaking the pebble to use for over 24 hours, I'm still getting a lot of clay pebbles breaking down in my system, and I'm getting a lot of debris and a lot of mess, and as a result my lines are getting clogged and aren't getting watered properly, and not accurately, what's the word I'm looking for? Frequently enough. And yeah, so I procured some foam collars, and since we were getting the second bucket system set up from scratch, I was able to implement foam collars across the board, which you guys will see in a couple minutes when I take you for a tent tour. But with the first bucket system, plants are so established. Have a great day, Pyro. Thank you so much for being here. Got a house full. Nice. Well, happy Friday. You guys, thank you for being here, you guys. So yeah, I am going to be removing these clay pebbles and putting in a foam collar instead. It's a little bit late in the game to do that, but I can't, like if I lift up the lid, I'm going to mess up the plant. I've already kind of messed it up. It's bounced back, but I've already harmed it to a certain degree. And I can't take the net out because, again, the plant is too established. It's quite clipped to the trellis, and you guys will see what I mean in a minute when I take you on a tent tour. Also, I turn down my lights while I'm working, so they're very low right now, so they're not bothering. I'm gonna try to cap the live at an hour so that the plants aren't too long with lower light. So, what's up everybody? What's up Palmetto? Thanks for joining. I'm just gonna kind of get started and talk to you guys as I'm doing this. Sometimes I tend to talk first and save the project for later, and I'm like, why don't you just talk while you work? Isn't that the whole point? So yeah guys, I went live with Andrew yesterday. We had a good time. And yeah, we just talked about, you know, it's August 1st already. Summer's just flying by. I feel like this was like the fastest summer. I can't believe that yesterday was my first flower, like big flower harvest of the season. That's so crazy to me. So yeah, tonight, what's up, Waffles? Tonight I'm gonna be on Garden Cultivation Network's Show Your Grow. So, I mean, I show you guys my grow every single day, but if you're interested in seeing other people's gardens, so yeah, for those of you that just joined, I'm gonna take you on a tent tour in a minute. I just decided to get started on today's project just to get myself kind of into a groove of things. And so these are clay pebbles, specifically they're hydra clay. I use them as a grow medium for my plants in my aeroponic system, and they are causing a lot of debris. They're breaking down. There's a lot of clogging in the line. So I have the foam collars to replace them with, and so because plants are too large to physically remove and just dump the pebbles out, I'm hand picking them out. And what a better way to do it than on a live and take you guys with me. Death Squad says, I was supposed to get home tonight around 5:30 p.m., but due to storms, everything was delayed, and now I won't be getting back until 12:30 a.m. That really sucks. So do you have to stay at the airport until then, or can you go do something? Sorry, sending you some positives. I know that feeling. I went to Mexico last fall, and it was like last September when they had that crazy hurricane blow through. And it came through the night, well, the day I was supposed to go home, and I was pretty much like at the airport for maybe like 12 hours, awake for like over 24 hours, and our flight was delayed for like, I don't know, multiple times, and I was like sitting at the airport for hours and hours and hours. I was like, no, this is the worst. I don't wish this upon anyone, so sorry. All right, so I'm just gonna give you guys a peek at what I'm doing. It's, like I said yesterday, real stimulating stuff, you guys. So I'm gently removing the hydra clay, and we've got some nice roots up here, and so I'm trying my best to you know where you should go, Death Squad? You should Google if you can find, like, even if you're not a gym, like a workout type of person, find like a gym or a community center where they have lockers, and get like a day pass and just like go hang out and do stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so this is literally what I'm doing today, and we're gonna chat. You guys are gonna keep me company while I do this. I might not be realizing what I'm signing up for because it feels like it's gonna take a really long time. But we're gonna try. And the roots are gonna be happy after the fact. We're gonna get so much more oxygen. So I know this is so crazy and it'll take forever, but whatever. Like I said, I got my coffee, I got you guys, and we're gonna get her done. What's up, Mia? Happy Friday. Thank you for being here. Yes, that's what we're trying to find, actually. They have some all over Chicago where the layover is. Awesome. Yeah, you could totally like go to a gym and use their facilities. I don't know if you like play squash or swim or whatever, but I'm sure you could find something to do. They have like basketball courts sometimes, so Might be something to do to kill a few hours. Or, I mean, I'm not really much of a gambler. I'm too fear-based. You can find a casino. So yeah, it's a beautiful day today, August 1st. Can't believe summer flew by so quickly. But yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll still get more out of the isn't it hot in there? You're wearing black. I'm wearing a sweater because it's actually kind of cool in here because I have the air conditioning in the lung room, which is the basement. It's 72 in here. I have my exhaust up because I'm trying to get, well, see, it's tough. It's 72 where the probe is on this side, 73 where the probe is on the other side, and the pulse, actually, I have an update about that. The pulse is reading a temperature of 77 degrees. So the temperature's fine in here. Usually I run cold, so I'm always comfortable in a sweater. And I'm also wearing a sweater because, I don't know, I'm not sure if because I increased the lights recently significantly. I have been hanging out in here and like not protecting my skin. And then the other day I started to feel kind of burnt. And I was like, did I get burnt from the lights? And so I started tripping out because once I have something in my head, I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just wearing a sweater. But yeah, I'm comfortable. G4T says, my honeydew melon and Georgia rattlesnake watermelon are getting so big. Okay, I freaking love that name. Georgia rattlesnake watermelon. I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds like a beautiful variety. G4T, let us know if you ended up finding out when is a good time to harvest. That's actually something that I didn't even consider. And now that I too am growing melon, I have no idea when you're supposed to harvest it. But yeah, on another note, talking about the pulse, and I was telling you guys that I relocated it, so it's, I don't know if you guys can see, I think it's being covered by leaves hanging down like right here, and I moved it to the center of my grow, but on their like website or FAQ or whatever, and on when I got the, I don't know, the pamphlet or the manual, it says don't put it directly under the lights. And so I wasn't sure, like, I'm kind of a literal thinker, you guys. Sometimes I take things so literally, so I'm like, is this too under the lights? Because it's technically, it's directly under the lights. Like, it's not touching the lights, but it's quite close. I'll show you when I do the tour in a minute. And yeah, so I wasn't sure, and I sent them a picture, and I reached out to ask, and they said no, it's actually the optimal place, and I can even lower it a bit more because I guess in the picture you can see that the majority of the canopies are kind of at this level right here, minus the tomato. So they actually said you can lower it even more. So I'm going to be lowering it for sure. G4T says, me neither. All right, well, you know, let me know. Southwest Vision says, I let my Roma tomatoes grow wild. Is that not a good thing? Of course it's a good thing. If you grow outdoors, who cares? Let them go wild. It just depends on what your purpose is, right? So it's kind of like before you do anything in life. Ask yourself, what's my intention? What's my purpose? Is it just for fun? Is it because you need as many tomatoes as possible because that's all you eat? And if so, you want to grow it with that in consideration, that you also maximize your yields. And sometimes letting things grow wild doesn't necessarily mean that your yield is maximized. So it really depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you're growing just for fun and to grow your own food, sure, why not? However, on a note, the more wild you let it get, the more susceptible it could be to diseases because of lack of airflow, or pests because they, I don't know, they like little nooks and crannies to hide in, and the more leaves and stuff you got going on, the more of a challenge you have. Shouldn't the watermelon be on the floor because it'll grow bigger soon? Yes, it should. However, it's already on the trellis. It's a sugar baby watermelon, so they don't grow that big. And yeah, it's already on trellis, so it's I'm gonna have to make like a hammock type deal for it, but we'll figure it out, you guys. It's all a learning experience. If I put it on the bucket top, it's gonna have like a flat surface. So trying to get more tomatoes to grow, I get very few. Okay, so first thing you want to look at is your nutrients. Make sure they're getting enough light. That's a huge thing that I've noticed for me. I was getting few until I increased my lighting. Are you growing indoor or outdoor? If you're growing outdoor, consider the location of your garden and the quality of your soil. If you're growing indoor, increase your lights, up your nutrients. You can even hand pollinate. Tomatoes don't need to be hand pollinated. You point a fan at the flowers, or just give the flowers kind of like a little shake with your hand. It'll help encourage more flowering and get you more tomatoes. There are other ways to like prune as well. So I would need more information. Are you growing indoor or outdoor? And if you're growing indoor, what's your environment like and what nutrients are you using? So yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna lower the pulse a little bit more. So everything is kind of, in terms of the environment, everything is looking more on track in terms of like the temperature, the humidity, VPD. My only thing is I gotta keep the humidity down. I'm having a hard time, so gotta get a dehumidifier. I have them outdoor in a brick garden box, 2 next to each other, about 3 feet away from each other. So yeah, you want to make sure they're getting enough sunlight. How many hours of sunlight are they getting a day? And are you adding any amendments to your soil? This is taking longer than expected, you guys. I'm going to give you an update in a second and flip you around, show you. I didn't even turn the pumps off, so we're making a little bit of a mess here. Mia says, I'm going to be there for the day. Yes, I am. Expect you guys to stick with me. So Debt Squad, if you need something to do, got you. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, Southwest Visions. Happy growing. And if you have any more questions, just drop them in the chat. We're all here to help each other. Do I grow natural or hybrid plants? Everything is non-GMO, and I'm sure there are some hybrids, like for example, the lemon cucumber. You know, I can't imagine that being not a hybrid. All right, so some of these pebbles are going to be like really hard to remove without compromising the roots. I mean, this is kind of like a make work program. Like, I'm making extra work for myself, but I feel like it's kind of worth it. What do you guys think? Do you think this is ridiculous what I'm doing? I feel like it's a good idea. So we're gonna finish this one up and I'll take you for a tent tour and show you what else is growing on. guys, I lower that device and we're gonna see how it affects things. This morning I was kind of looking up dew point, and mine I think is too high. Mine fluctuates between like 57 to 60, and apparently you want to keep it like below 60 and like less than mid 50. So and right now it's like 60 something, so way too high. So yeah, yesterday after I harvested all my flowers, I made 2 large flower arrangements, and I gave one to each neighbors. And now I only have a couple of flowers left, and part of me was like, oh no, I don't even get to enjoy them myself. But you know what? That's kind of what it's all about, right? Sharing the joy with others. I get to enjoy them anyways in the indoor garden too, so gotta learn to share. Death Squad says, I've done hydroclay removal before. It's a pain in the neck, but once it's done, it's done. I'm just trying not to break any roots here. I mean, these roots are quite strong, so. Especially if I anticipate on having this grow kind of last me another couple months or even longer maybe. I don't know. So I want to keep the systems as clean as possible. All right, I've only got a couple more pebbles left, but the roots are going to be much happier. They're going to be able to breathe now. I might not be able to get all of them out. There's like 3, I think 3 that are like really intertwined in there. And because I can't remove the plant from the net pot, it's definitely a challenge. So if it's too much of a struggle to get it out, I'm just gonna make the call to leave it in. It's only a couple. So I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to rock the boat. I'm going to show you guys. So this is where we're at. I can get that one. Hang on. So yeah, it's like wrapped up. I won't be able to get it out. Even to use something to push it will be I'll risk breaking the roots. That's okay. Cali Style says, feed your tomatoes 0-10-10. You'll get some more tomatoes. Cool. Maybe I should try that. Thank you for the tip. That's what this is all about, you guys. If you got the answer to a question, go for it. We're all here to learn. So for those of you that just joined, I'm making extra work for myself. I originally started this grow with some clay pebbles for my 4-inch net pots, and I've been using foam collars for the 3-inch net pots, and I didn't have ones that accommodated this size. Finally I got them, but I had already started this grow. The quite established. The roots are like entangled in the net pot, and so I'm hand picking the hydroclay out, and we're just gonna pop the foam collar in, and that's gonna help give the roots some extra airflow, oxygen. It's just gonna be overall better for the plant's health. So there we go. Our first one is in. Nice. That only took 25 minutes. So I'm just gonna have a sip of my coffee and then take you guys for a little tent tour. So yeah, we got one done, and you know, it doesn't all need to be done in a day, but the goal is to get it done as quickly as possible or as soon as possible so I can mitigate any further issues. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 left to do. So yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. All right, I'm gonna show you guys what's growing on. Safe flight, Death Squad. All right, so these are the seeds we've been germinating. There's our eggplant seedling that I've left in the paper towel just so that it can get some more roots before we put it in the buckets. I broke the root when I was trying to transplant it initially, and we're just gonna let that little guy recover. Just gonna clean my camera here. Hang on a sec, guys. All right, and these are the lettuce seeds I'm germinating. A couple of them have sprouted, so we're gonna get them out of the paper towel soon. And I've already been introducing oxygen and just kind of cracking the humidity dome. The orange tower looks like a freaking mess right now just because I harvest every single day. But yeah, we got a lot going on, you guys, and a lot of lettuce to be eaten still. And it's still growing, which is insane. It's bolted, but it's growing. I've got to cut my basil that's already starting to flower. I've got some more parsley down there. As for the yellow tower, same deal. I've been harvesting every single day. I've got some beautiful parsley growing and some flowers down there that I got to get on the right newts because they're not flowering yet. I got another zinnia plant here, just doing some experiments, seeing kind of what'll grow in the tower. This is the green tower, harvesting every single day the outer leaves. The lettuce isn't fully mature yet, but it is delicious, and so been enjoying that. Again, keep updating you guys on the coloring of these leaves, getting more and more red. Got the blush butter oak lettuce here starting to get its color. It's gonna be so good. The bucket systems, I'm gonna show you guys the second bucket system first. So these tomorrow will have been, I think, 4 weeks or 3 weeks. 3 weeks since we transferred these. They're doing significantly better than the other ones. As you can see, it's shade cloths to keep them going. Yes, my lettuce been bolting like crazy. This one hasn't really, well, maybe that one has, but a couple of them have started. I'm gonna try to make sure that I keep the outer areas of the tent cooler somehow. Might be a challenge, but I'm trying to grow so many different things that have different requirements. Well, all these peppers are doing great except for this one. This is how my other peppers started off. So I don't know if there's a nutrient deficiency. I mean, there's a lot of new growth in there. We got some fuzzy roots, so not sure what's happening. Everything else is doing okay. Maybe the lights are a little too strong. I did reduce the watering, so I don't think it's too much water, but I don't know if you guys can see, there's slight yellowing. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, everything seems to be doing okay. Got some nice roots on that one. So that's 3 weeks of growth as of tomorrow. These roots are like, the ones at the back are looking good, but yes, I started off with half the recommended amount, so I definitely need to up the nutrients. Even our eggplant they're coming along, but this one, RIP, looks like it didn't make it. Not sure what happened. I'm gonna have to check that bucket and see. But the other ones are doing good. We have 3 different varieties of eggplant, and yeah, we'll see how they do. Our tomato clones are doing well. We got some nice roots happening. These were in hydroclay, but because they were young clones, it was easy to transfer them to the foam collars. Got the cantaloupe over here. Oh, dome your eggplants. That's actually very interesting. I never thought about that, like doming individual. That's a great tip. So I've been successfully able to grow the plant itself, but not get actual fruit. So that's a good suggestion. Although my humidity is something I'm trying to get low here. So this is cantaloupe here. Again, I think these things were being overwatered. They're kind of getting yellow. This was definitely being overwatered. This like bubbling on the leaves here, edema. I have since decreased the watering schedule significantly. So now we're at 15 seconds on, 1 minute off. So I don't know, I might have to decrease it even more. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna give them a little bit more time because that damage is from obviously a few days ago. So hopefully they'll be okay. Our new cucumber plants, they're doing extremely well. I've got the one back here that's already growing. Hopefully we pollinated it correctly. But yeah, we've got significant growth on the cucumber front. But yeah, definitely gonna have to up the nutrients and get everything else under control. The only challenge is that, you know, I got different growth stages. Down there we got the little young seedling, the eggplant, and then everything else is 3 weeks in. So that's where the proper planning's in, right? Which is not my strong suit. So it is what it is. We'll just make the best of it. Try running your water for 10 minutes every hour. Interesting. I can definitely try that. I'm trying a bunch of different things to optimize the garden, so I'm taking any and all suggestions. All right, so moving on to the other bucket, I've got my zinnia flower plants that are blooming and doing well. Lots of new blooms coming up. They're happy plants. And I'm growing these outside, so it's kind of just like A and B testing, just to see, you know, how nice the inside ones look, the indoor ones. These are dahlia flower plants. I've never tried growing them aeroponically, but wanted to because they develop tubers. And I'm gonna start getting into root vegetables aeroponically. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to grow these flowers indoors, see what a tuber does in the net pot. And so it does work. I don't have flowers yet, but soon. Exciting strawberry update. Our first strawberry is finally starting to get its color. So this is the first strawberry ever been able to successfully grow. I've had so many challenges. What's up, Ray? Thank you for being here. Yeah, I've had so many challenges to successfully grow strawberries. So there's our first aeroponic strawberry. We have some other ones on the way. But this is, I'm the most excited about this right now because I've definitely persevered a lot when it came to strawberries, and we're here and we're flowering, and she's a very happy plant right now. I do have to up the nutrients. We've got some issues right here. I don't know if that's overwatering or nutrients, but the strawberry looks so good, right? Like, look at that beautiful color starting to come in. I've never seen a strawberry in this grow tent. I had thrips on my first run and had to get rid of everything. Every single system was full in this tent, you guys, and I had to get rid of it all. It was devastating. My first grow ever. Watermelon. Wow, look at that, you guys. It is getting so big. I can't believe it. I'm extremely excited about this one. We're gonna have to figure out more support. I know I keep saying that, but this time I really mean it. It's really just hanging on for dear life here. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. But it looks wonderful. Our second one still stunted. I don't know what happened. It is kind of growing a little bit, I think, but it's having a little bit of a struggle. And I'm gonna have some pruning to do. Chinese 5-color pepper plant. You guys, this is a gorgeous. You get 5 colors at once because they all ripen different stages. So you get that beautiful deep purple that it starts off as, and then we move on to the yellow, followed by orange, and then red. Yes, Chuck says, need to put that melon on a bench. Absolutely, I definitely need some kind of support for it. So a bench, or maybe a chair, a hammock, I don't know. We'll find you guys, but you're absolutely right. Look how gorgeous they are. I love them. They're so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I'm somebody, I love color. I love like bright, vibrant colors in my garden. So it's really cool to see all of them right there on the plant. Beautiful. And our second one is behind, and it is so freaking tall, you guys. It is so tall. It's kind of getting lost here in this watermelon plant, but this plant has become a tree. So it actually goes like all the way back here, and can't even describe to you how large it spans. It goes like back there, all here. It's like, it's, you know what, I'm gonna take you around the other side and show you. It's so huge. I can't get over it. It's a massive plant. So it goes all the way here, and it goes quite high. She's tall, and she goes all the way out to there, which is wild. So if I kind of back up, you can see it's like a tree that's like this big. It's insane. Ray says I have a suit with those colors. Cool. Well, if you're a grower, you should hop on a live sometime and sport your colorful suit, and I'll you can match the Chinese 5-color peppers. Yeah, beautiful. And the flowers are really nice to look at too. They're bright purple. It's a beautiful plant. I ate one on a live when it was purple, and it was so spicy that I don't even want to know what these are going to taste like. So when they're red like this, they're ready for harvest. 30 to 50,000 Scoville units. And yeah, beautiful colors. Love that. Reason why it's so fascinating to me is because, you know, all other peppers, it's just one color per plant. So there's a select few that ripen into different colors, and you get like all these colors on plant. We have our jalapenos here. More jalapenos here. This one is almost ready to be harvested. We still have a section that's green underneath there. I want to let that completely ripen and then just like eat it right away. This one's still taking its time to ripen, but they're large and they're beautiful. And got some little baby ones up here. I think I saw another one. Got a new one right there. And got a nice one right here. Yes, Death Squad, I got a notification. So Death says, hey TFB, I saw your channel earlier and saw this feature called Visit Community where people can add their own posts. Is that new? I never noticed it before. So yeah, for some reason I got prompted to open the community. So I did, and somebody was able to post a picture of their cherry tomatoes, and I thought, well, cool, and I wanted to respond, but I can't, for some reason, I can't contribute. So maybe it's because I was trying to do it from my phone. I'll have to try it on my laptop. But yeah, it's you guys, if you want to share pictures of something or show me something, go, I don't even know where to find it. I'll have to go through the steps or navigate there myself and then tell you guys how to get there. But yeah, go check out the community, post your stuff, post your garden. I want to see it all. Let's talk about it on these lives. And if any have a garden that you want to, you know, talk about, we can always you can always hop on a live with me. So yeah, it's all about gardening, guys. I love seeing what other people got going on. Thanks so much, that squad. Appreciate you, and just thanks for being here. Yellow pepper is officially ready for harvest. Look how gorgeous that vibrant yellow is. We got a lot of new flowers. We got a new baby growing up there. These ones, I totally thought they were going to be green, but it's official. We got another yellow plant. So look at the size. This one, oh, it's already starting to ripen too. Nice. So yeah, very, very cool. And then if I take you guys down here, Ancho Poblano peppers, still growing, still going strong. We've got quite a few of them, and we've got some new little babies. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Maybe put them in the smoker or something. That'd be so freaking good. And I don't know, we'll see. But the plant itself is quite large as well. This is the whole plant. And what else? What else? Oh yeah, tomatoes. Tons of new flowers since I increased the lights. Flowering like crazy. And I mean, I just did so many tomatoes 2 days ago, so I don't have a lot of actual tomatoes that are ripe right now, but they're getting there. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about the tomatoes. They're doing exceptionally well compared to how they were doing prior to the light increase. They're doing much better. And so yeah, the last update is we're gonna lower this device more, maybe get it down to like here per Pulse's recommendation, just to get more of an accurate reading, because I'm really trying to get dialed in, so to speak, and really perfect the environment. So I think that there's because before I actually had it initially, I took the instructions so literally of don't put it directly under the light. I stuck it here, and I'm like, you know what, it is so cold. And that's probably because we got the exhaust right there, and it is running to try to eliminate some of the humidity. And so I initially had it between the orange tower and the buckets, and I figured, you know what, I gotta relocate it to the center of the grow, because that's the part that I'm really trying to focus on, right? Like I don't care if the outer parts of the tent are cold. In fact, I want it to be cold because I've got all these cool weather crops growing, right? The lettuce and the kale, and even herbs are fine, so if it's a little cooler. So yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle until I moved the device to the center of the grow, and now I'm like, oh, things aren't as bad as I thought they were. It's still a learning curve, but we'll get there. Yeah, I'll check on my laptop when I get off this live, you guys, and I'll let you know tomorrow. So it said all bell pepper are the same plant, just different stages color-wise, depends on your taste. No, actually, that's what I thought, but not bell peppers. Peppers, the color is actually predetermined in the DNA, and it just ripens to one color. It goes from green to orange, green to red, or green to yellow. And I didn't know that. I thought it goes from green to yellow to orange to red, but I tried it. I left a yellow one on the plant for an extended period of time, and it never ripened to any color past yellow. And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh wow. So what I learned was that the color's predetermined in the DNA, so it's either going to go directly to red or directly to yellow. And if it doesn't, so when green, it's still growing in size, and when it begins to actually ripen and develop either red, orange, or yellow, that's when it's stopped growing and now it's ready to ripen. And if it doesn't start to ripen and it remains green, it's actually a genetic deficiency in the plant, which is, I had no idea. And so different bell peppers have different nutrient content. So for example, the red ones are highest in folate, I think, folate and vitamin A. And the yellow ones, I think, are the highest in vitamin C. And so that each of them have a different nutrient content. So there may be a reason or something to be said behind why certain people like certain bell pepper colors more than others. And yeah, I think that's why the green ones taste, honestly, for lack of a better description, the green ones taste green. They don't have that like full-bodied sweetness that the other bell peppers do. So really interesting stuff. And the only reason why I found that out was because I was like, why do I have all these different colors per plant? I thought each plant should have a series of colors, just Chinese 5-color pepper. So who would have thought? Yeah, I could taste colors for sure. You know what? It's true though. I think chlorophyll or something, I don't know what it is, but it's got a flavor. It does. I think it's got a taste to or something. But yeah, so that is probably one of actually the coolest things I learned so far, was that the color is predetermined in the DNA. Pretty cool. You guys would get that if you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I'm hopeful that this isn't going to take too long. And for those of you that joined, I've been using clay pebbles in my aeroponic system, my grow medium, for a long time. Well, not a long time. I've only been growing for 2 years since I started growing. And I've had a lot of problems with cloggage in my lines, and as a result, pressure issues, and so things aren't watered properly. And it's just a challenge. And so I got some foam collars, and everything else in the bucket system is in foam collars, but I recently got foam collars for my 4-inch net pots. My tomato plants are too established right now to remove from the net pot to dump the hydroclay to make the process efficient and easy. So I decided to make some more work for myself and hand pick all the clay pebbles out and replace it with a foam collar. And what a better way to do that than to hop on a live? Oh my gosh, Death, it's so funny. It depends, right? You have to have the type of sense of humor for it, but it is a funny show. When it's green, it's still trying to make food through photosynthesis, but when it gets enough size, plants change chromoplast to class, and they get... Are we back? Am I extra zoomed in again? Somebody let me know. Am I extra zoomed in again, or are we good? Oh, okay, we're back, you guys. Woohoo! Sorry about that. All right, so I guess because I wasn't busy talking, this one went faster. We're almost done. I'm gonna just flip you guys around and show you. Almost done. Well, Mia, life is perfect. I don't know why the sound is echoing, you guys. Sorry. Same situation as last time. There's some hydroclay kind of caught up in the roots, and so I'm just trying to be careful to not break the roots. I mean, this is probably so ridiculous and seems like a stupid spend my time, but it's really bothering me. I really want to get rid of this clay. I had 2 windows open at the same time. We got stuck, I thought. Oh my gosh, that's funny. User error. All right, guys. It's a struggle, but we're almost there. I mean, I'm probably not going to do all of it today, but you know what we're going to do for the next 7 days? This is what the lives are going to be. 1 net pot a day. And like I said, if I've got to suffer through it, you have to suffer. Can you just pour out the clay? No, I can't. The plants are way too mature, and they're all clipped trellis, all growing fruit, and so I can't even lift the net pot. This is as far as the pot goes, and if I lift the lid, that's as far as I can take it without damaging this section of the plant. So I wish I could. I need a stronger vacuum. I mean, if I turn my vacuum on, it's going to be very loud. Long tube attachment. It's okay, you guys. I do have a shop vac. It's not, I mean, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna go get it and I'll mute the stream. And you know what? There's a lot of times where I'm wrong, so I might be wrong and it might work. But I've tried it before and it didn't. So I'm muting you guys. I'm gonna plug her in. Once you get past a certain point, it doesn't work. My vacuum is all like backed up. This is the only attachment I have. You're gonna feel guilty if it goes sideways. Please, plant, don't die. No, it's all good. It's all good. Now I gotta clean my vacuum and manually take out the hydroclay. And did you see I dropped the, what did I drop? The stool. I volunteer to help. That's okay. You know what, guys? It's, well, this one's pretty much done here. All right, done. That one was quicker. The less I talk, the faster it goes. Guys, here. Now there's not enough weight in the net pot. It doesn't want to stay down. Alright, we'll see. Gotta head off, taking off in a few minutes. Have a very safe flight, Death Squad. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be early in the morning because I got things to do in the afternoon. Probably 9 a.m. Eastern time or 10 a.m. Eastern time. I will schedule it and keep you guys posted. Thanks, Death Squad. Have a safe flight. What's up, Kiki on the go? Alright, so I'm gonna speed things up, you guys. At some point in this live stream, I think I'm going to probably end up dropping this because I'm so clumsy. So, I need to be careful. I know, I'm an early bird, you guys. Well, hang on. I don't want to be held accountable for 9 a.m. Maybe 10 a.m. No, probably 9. I'm up early anyways, you guys. Today is August 1st. Wow. Where does the time go? Alright, so I think I'm going to end it at this one because, like, you know. Are you going to reuse that clay? I ain't never looking back. I might use the clay as, like, a grow medium for something else in the future, but not for these systems. It's too messy, and now that I've discovered the foam collars, like I said, never looking back. Yeah, we got some nice roots on this plant, guys. We've got, well, not nice roots, there's only a few, but they're quite established, and now they're gonna get, you know, direct oxygen and water and nutrients because we're removing the clay and substituting it for these foam collars. So everything else that I have in this system is on foam collars, and so I'd like to make the switch to the remaining. Anyways, you guys, yeah, we tried the vacuum. It worked at a slower rate than manually doing it, so I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible without compromising the roots. And yeah, it's not to say that the clay pebbles aren't great. I do enjoy using the clay pebbles. It's just that they cause quite a mess in the system, and so I think I'm better off. It's also better for the roots too. First and foremost, it's about the root health. I find that the clay kind of like prevents the roots from getting oxygen and uptaking nutrients because I don't know, I feel like, I don't know why, I just feel like it does. When the plants are in foam collars, the roots look much better. So now I'll have to know why that is. It's fun though because now there's not enough weight in the net pot, and so it's not sitting correctly in the bucket. Maybe once the roots get a bit heavy. But yeah, hopefully the plant will be happier like this. I'll show you guys. There it is. So now it's just kind of bare with no grow medium, as opposed to being jammed in a net pot with hydroclay. And so we'll see what happens. I'll continue to keep you posted. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna probably continue to work on this. But again, it just takes me longer to do it while I'm talking. So I'm probably gonna sign off, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with me while I do mundane, tedious work. And happy Friday. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, have a wonderful weekend. Happy August 1st. And tomorrow, 9 a.m. or yeah, probably 9 a.m. Eastern time, I'll hop on a live. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably won't be continuing this, but, again, tune into the Garden Cultivation Network tonight. They've got the Show Your Grow at 9 p.m. And have a good one, you guys. See ya. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. What time is it right now? Right now it is 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.